What's up guys, welcome to the Chump8 channel where Monster Hunter is great. Yeah, I don't know, I was just trying a new thing, but this video is basically gonna be for the people who should not get Monster Hunter, because I don't want them later to complain when they do get it and go into the forums and you know, under comments of other people's videos and talk shit about it and stuff like that. So for the people that should not get this game, if you don't like MMORPGs, don't get this game. If you don't like to grind for armor, or if you don't like to grind in general, do not get this game, because even this game, I love this game because of the grind, because you have to fight the monsters multiple times, and you know, some of the items that you have to get, the rare ones, has a very low drop response, and drop chance. Has a very low drop chance. So if you have to get like a item from a Rathalos or something, and it's like a 90% chance, you might have to fight it 30 times in order to get that one item you want. So I don't want people to go into comments and see other people getting armors and be like, oh no, this game sucks, you have to do this and that. No, this game is based around fighting monsters and getting their armor, and it's gonna be difficult, because either way this game is going to be difficult just fighting them. And then on top of that, trying to get their armors, depending on if you're a Gene Rake or you going higher and stuff, once you start getting higher and higher ranked missions, the armors is going to start getting harder and harder to get. Even though you could go down to, you know, low rank and fight the same monster and possibly get the same item with a higher drop rate, but the only thing is that you never know. So it's a chance thing, and some people might complain about that, and I don't want to hear people complaining about that. The other thing is this: even though this game I'm about to mention is totally different from Monster Hunter World and from the Monster Hunter series in general, but for the people who don't like Bloodborne and Dark Souls and Demon Souls and those type of games, I would say you should kind of still get away from Monster Hunter then, because this game, I would say, is a bit harder, only because in Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and Bloodborne and all of that, you had a life bar for the enemies that you were fighting, so you knew how long it took, you knew how many hits your weapon, basically what damage it did, what you had to do to kill it. But for Monster Hunter, it's totally different in that aspect, where the difficulty of fighting that enemy is the same with Bloodborne, maybe just a little bit more difficult, but at the same time you don't know when that enemy's gonna die. Some monsters might show signs of when they're gonna die. They're gonna show some signs of like being weakened, like a broken chest, a broken horn, a broken face, a cut off tail. Like those are some signs to tell you that it's close to dying. But there are some enemies in the game that have that have a very small type of like window where you can see they looking a little weak. So if you're a person who doesn't like Bloodborne and you know how difficult those fights were, then you might not like Monster Hunter, only because how difficult those fights are gonna be, and you won't know how long it's gonna take you to kill this monster. So even though in Monster Hunter World they're gonna give you like little you know, every time you hit a monster, it's gonna show you the damage you're doing, like little increments of the damage you're doing at each swing and stuff, which is good. So that means you could calculate it at the end, but that's a lot of calculating. And the reason why I love Monster Hunter so much is because you don't know when you're gonna kill it, so you have to be there and fight it until all your potions is done, until it's about to kill you. So it's just like Ema no E monster. So that's what all I'm saying. Like, if you're a person who does not like those type of games, I would just say, hey, I would still like people to get into it and try it, you know, just to see if they like it. But if you know, because I tried to convince my own friend to get this game, or to, you know, prepare for this game, and he told me straight up, he was like, nah, I don't like games like this. You know, I don't fuck with games like this. And I'm like, you know what, you gotta play it to change your mind. And he was just like, nah, you know, I don't really like MMORPGs. And then it's kind of like grindy and stuff like that. And I was like, alright bro, you know, I get what you're saying. So the reason why I'm making this video, like I said in the beginning of this video, I just don't want people to complain. So if you know these, what I mentioned in this video, these are things that you absolutely hate, that you truly do not want any type of gameplay like that in your games that you play, then I would just say stay clear of this game. For the people that do like this game, like me, I've been playing it since I was fucking 14. My first one was Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and man, yo, that summer with me and my cousins, we literally stayed up all night. It had to take my older cousin to come in and take the PSPs away from us and tell us to go to bed, because we would literally stay up from morning till night trying to get armors, trying to fight the strongest monsters, you know, just playing together, farming, and getting everything that we needed. So when, you know, and in the beginning I was one of those people who didn't like those games. When I was younger, when they first told me about this game, I was like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna like it that much, you know. It didn't seem like it was my type of game. But since, you know, every games evolved even more, so people could tell which games they like or going to like, and which games they're not gonna go into like and stuff like that, because it's easier back then when I was 14, which was only like 8 years ago, 9 years ago. And you know, what can you do? Back then they didn't really have that much fluctuation and just room and for you to really, and plus I was young, so it's not like I was able to even buy the games I wanted to buy in the first place. But now that I can, it's just, I'm happy that Monster Hunter World is coming out. Me and my cousins is currently in a chat, well, not on PS4 or anything like that, in iPhone and stuff like that, iPhone messages, and we're 7 months out, and literally all we do is talk about Monster Hunters and the old monsters, the possible new monsters. I hope the monsters that they hopefully bring in and stuff like that. But I know I kind of like derailed off of the subject I was on, but let me get back to it. So yes, let me just say it again. For the people who don't like games that you have to grind for people who don't like the type of games like Bloodborne, and you know, because the difficulty on that was crazy, and the difficulty on Monster Hunter is going to be as crazy. The only good thing with Monster Hunter that's really different is that the people that that come in to help you, like your whoever you with that want to come help you and stuff like that, their armor is as strong and their life is as long. Because I don't know, if I might be wrong, but I know in Demon Souls, and it could have been Bloodborne too, where if you summoned a friend, their life would be just a little bit less and their stamina would be just a little bit less than what it actually is. But with Monster Hunter, whatever the person has, he comes in, their life is super high, then they come in with super high life. And that's what I like about this so much. And oh, the other thing is this, now that even though you were able to fight like 2 monsters in like Monster Hunter 3 and stuff like that, and some of the other games too, now that in Monster Hunter World you can fight up to 3 monsters. So if you truly don't like fighting one monster that's difficult, then you're really not gonna like this game. Because if it is, let's say there's a Tigrex, if they have that in the game, and they have a Kizu at somehow in that board, and at the same time, they have what's that other monster? Glyceratops? No, it's the one with the beak. I don't know why I always forget that name. Or let's just say like a little monster, like a Bullfango, like those 3 monsters. Even though Bullfango is kind of easy to kill, but still, you would not want that to be there while you're trying to fight a Tigrex and a Kizu, and that thing keeps running and hitting you in the back and knocking you over like that. Right? Even for me, that frustrated me back in the days when I was playing Monster Hunter 3. Like any little monster that was just, you know, a little pest, you know, will come and hit you. But the big Bullfango, if you fighting that one, it's like you fighting that plus a Tigrex and all that, it's gonna be too crazy. And that's all I'm saying to people that saw this game and was like, oh, I'm gonna get it, and don't really know anything about it. Because if you don't know anything about it and you're not doing any research about it, once you buy that game, you're gonna be sorely mad. You're gonna be angry because you're gonna be fighting and you're gonna think it's all good, and then when you get spanked and you can't see no life, and any of that stuff, you're gonna be like, holy shit, what the fuck did I just buy? Like, I hate this game. Even though I doubt anybody could hate this game, but you know there are people like that in this world. So this is just a fair warning to those people. If you know you don't like games like this, please don't buy it. And if you do buy it, try to get to know it, try to learn it, try to play it before you come into the comments and the community with so much negativity, because I've seen a lot of that. And I don't like that. I don't like to see negativity, even though there are some parts where negativity is warranted and it needs to be there to, you know, tell the devs to fix this type of stuff. But there are some people that just come in and will just say crazy stuff, and it's just like, bro, did you ever even play this game? Like, bro, did you ever even do any research or anything like that? But I know this was a little bit of a rant, or mostly a rant, but yeah, that's pretty much about it. I'm kind of gonna incorporate this into my future videos for Monster Hunter, because once Monster Hunter drop, I'm going to, I don't know, go crazy with uploads. I know I haven't uploaded on this channel a lot, but I'm going to go crazy with Monster Hunter uploads. That's a definite. But my saying is going to be live, hunt, and prosper. Peace.